Hey, my name's Travis Wells, and I appreciate you coming to my channel. I kind of wanted to give my background and my story. The way I got started in real estate is I was actually an oil and gas guy. You know, I did oil and gas for 13 years. I was out in the field. I was gone for years at a time. And when I was out there, I said, man, I'm gonna get my real estate license. That way one day I don't have to be out here anymore. And in my mind, you know, real estate was a big thing and I can make all this money and chill, and that's not the case. It's just like any other job. It took me a year taking class after class online, ended up going and taking my test, getting my real estate license. 100 open houses later, it's not something I wanted to do. I hated the retail side. Early on in my oil and gas career though, making a lot of money, I started buying properties. The first property I bought was actually from my granddad. He had a worn down property in Mathis, Texas, paid a little over retail for it, didn't know what I was doing, but learned how to deal with the tenants, and I still have that property. Ended up doing 2 cash out refinances over time, which is tax-free money. We'll talk about that later. I bought several properties after that, at least 100 plus. I've built mobile home parks. I've recently built a really cool one out in Devine, Texas. I bought a lot of single family stuff, so I've had a motel. So I've kind of had a lot of experience in all these things. As of late, in the last 3 months, I started a wholesale company because my mentor said, hey Travis, you need to make a lot of cash flow because next year is gonna be nuts. There's gonna be a lot of properties on sale that you can get for pennies on the dollar. So he wanted me to be really liquid. So I've always found properties by pulling high equity absentee owner lists, just like everybody else. I never went through wholesalers because none of their deals made sense. I didn't want to pay an extra 15, 20, 30K to get a deal. The only time I ever bought from wholesalers is whenever they were maybe inexperienced and they listed them a little too low. I know that sounds bad, but I already marketed just like wholesalers did for properties. So transitioning into building a wholesale company has been very natural for me because I always found deals and properties that way anyway. I just ended up purchasing them. It never made sense for me to assign a property for a fee. But now it does because I'm laser focused on making a lot of cash because I know next year I want to buy a lot of property or build a big mobile home park. But either way, I want to be super liquid. So right now I'm building a wholesale team, building a wholesale company. Last month we were on track for last month only to do $125,000 in revenue, but we ended up doing $75,000. That's just wholesale fees. What I'm seeing this month, our 4th month in business, is things have started slowing down quite a bit. It is the 4th quarter. The market is kind of crazy right now, but buyers want even better deals. They don't want just half price deals. They want deals that are like pennies on the dollar. So we're being very selective in what we're locking up, and we're actually shifting some of our strategy over to doing more novation. I'll talk more about novations and the technicality behind it later, but we're doing novations and listings and net listings. Net listings are legal in Texas. Things like that. We're just being very creative trying to get deals. We are doing wholesales, but what's funny is we don't have a lot of wholesale deals in the pipeline for next month, just very few. If you like what you've heard, hit like, hit subscribe, follow my journey, and hopefully you can learn from some of the mistakes I've made so you don't have to make them yourself and that you can do what I'm doing right as well.